Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Weekend High Podcast. Your man KZL, your man Swag, back
Salute.
at you again. I know we've been away for a little while, but we back. We're back with a lot of news, a lot of interesting topics to speak with you about. So sit back, relax, get your favorite glass of wine, some popcorn, or if you're working, just have us on while you're working. You know what I'm saying? Get you through the day.
Get the bottle of water going.
Yes. So hope y'all been good out there, family. Hope everybody been doing good. Hope everything you've been praying for has been coming true. And so nothing but positive vibes here, man. So what about you, Swag?
Man, we winning, man. I had a good review at my job. Got a fresh battery of PTO, which I'll start this Friday.
Hell no, that's good. That's always good. Vacation time. But all right, man. We're gonna get into some news and some topics, primarily, on the black side of the game. But it applies to all forms of life, just crazy things we see through our eyes in the media. So we're just gonna give it to you like that. First up, first topic. We actually covered this before. It was a young brother in Texas who I got suspended from school for having, he had a dreadlock hairdo. This brother here, basically he got the John Morant. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, future, the future, future. Everybody, everybody didn't have that hairstyle. He got the braids,
MJG,
MJG. You know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't have that hairstyle. And some months back, he's from Texas. Some months back, he got suspended from school for having a hairstyle, I guess, unbecoming whatever their school policy is. They were saying that you couldn't have your hair a certain length.
Yeah, it's clean.
Right. And his hair is not, hanging all over the place. It's done. Look like he got a little fade on the side, got a line up in the front. You know what I'm saying? There's really nothing in that. His hair ain't all hanging all over the place. It's not being a distraction. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why he couldn't have the hairstyle in the first place. I mean, because when I was going to school, I went to schools that was predominantly white, and little white kids was coming there. And even now, I've been a parent, so you know what I'm saying. I've been to schools, and little white kids be coming there with mohawks, they hair different color, rainbow bright, be wearing all kind of golf stuff with the big ass boots and trench coats and. You know what I'm saying? And they be wearing, they be dressing up and wearing all kind of stuff. I mean,
you say living their little whimsy away, huh?
Right. I mean, but especially the little mohawks. I just seen little white dudes I knew going to high school. Had their whole sides of their head shaved with just the middle standing up and doing all kind of crazy stuff. The girls always had purple or dyeing their hair different colors. You know what I'm saying? I done been on jobs where women from, dominant society side of the game have had different color hair and it's not they just looked at it as being eclectic and shit. You know what I'm saying? They just looked at it as, oh my God, she's just, she's earthy. She's, you know what I'm saying? Or, right. Or if it's a dude, it's like when we come with our hairstyle, then there's something wrong. Oh my God, it's such an uproar.
You said we try to make statements.
Right. Oh my God. Why does he have to wear his hair like that? Or either if they're not looking at you, why you want to wear your hair like that? They're looking at it as, can I touch your hair? Can I touch your hair?
What kind of tribal issue is this?
You know what I'm saying? So they looking at it like, can I touch your hair? Can I? It's like a fetish or something for them, or just want to, so it's weird how the whole hair thing, and then too. Let's tie this in too. Remember, your boy Joe Biden. Since they really ain't trying to do nothing for black people, but they came with, we got the Crown Act. We got the Crown Act, and the Crown Act didn't do shit for this. This situation.
Didn't do what?
Right? Yeah. So school punishment for black students' hair is legal in Crown Act lawsuit. Judge rules. The judge ruled Thursday that the punishment faced by a black high school student in Texas for refusing to change his hairstyle does not violate the state's Crown Act, which prohibits race-based hair discrimination. So they saying that it doesn't violate the so-called Crown Act that I guess we needed. We know, know the black people. I knew asked for a Crown Act, but since they figured we needed one, they gave it to us for some, once again, something we didn't ask for. We didn't really need. I mean, I guess we needed it, but we didn't need it. But the thing is they gave it to us, and it still doesn't do anything. So, it's it's for nothing. It's just some words written down. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't stop this young man, Daryl George. He's 18. He's been banned from attending regular classes at Barbers Hill High School. So he been banned from classes like he done did something. Not that his grades is bad. Not
Yeah,
that
he got
school,
sent up at ISS
right?
because
Not that he at school knocking people out. Or not that he at school bullying people or doing anything, or going to the school with a gun like them. A lot of people in the diamond, so they go to the school with guns, shoot the whole damn school up. He didn't do none of that. It's all because he got a hairstyle and he's sitting at home. That's So what's your thoughts on that so far, Swag?
that's scandalous, really. I mean, and then they create the Crown Act to protect the liberties of your culture, and then they still, at least in the Ponca chunks of Texas, rule against it anyway.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. He's been directed to in-school suspension and an off-site disciplinary program since August 31st, 2023. The school claimed that the length of his dreadlocks violated their dress and grooming code.
And right there with the crochets, that cleans that up because you can see his entire neck.
Right. So Daryl George's dreadlocks are braided and wrapped up on top of his head. You know what I'm saying? So the Crown Act, which stands for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair, was passed with a bipartisan vote in Texas legislature and signed into law by Texas Governor Greg Abbott. Beating him, I don't want to hear what he got to say, his little quote and stuff. I'm trying to get to why they denied it. Okay, so people told ABC News statement that Barbers Hill dress code was not in violation of the Crown Act. The Crown Act was meant to allow braids, locks, or twists, which the district has always allowed. The law was never intended to allow unlimited student expression. What? Did you hear that?
Yep.
So where does one end and where does the other begin? So basically, this law is it ain't no damn law. It's just another symbolic gesture. It's a nothing burger. I don't want to use my man lingo. You know what I'm saying? But it's a nothing burger. You know what I'm saying? It does nothing. It does nothing. I mean, so what is it to protect? So it's just basically saying, hey, black people, you can wear locks, braids, and twists.
It is unofficially called Samson phobia.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Look, but listen to what it's saying though. We are allowing you. We're just allowed the Crown Act. We're just allowing you to wear braids, twists, and locks. Listen to what that's saying. We in the USA, right? So to be democracy and all that shit, right? We're allowing you. Look, black people. Hey, black people in Texas, we're allowing your kids to wear braids, locks. We don't have to allow you motherfuckers to do shit. We're allowing you. Listen to how they word that. How disrespectful that is. So you gotta allow me to wear a hairstyle, which is my natural hair. You know what I'm saying? My hair naturally grows this way. So you're allowing me to be me. Is that what you're saying? You know what I'm saying? But you allow little Timmy to wear pink polka dot hair and all kind of, punk rock shit, all kind of neo-Nazi shit, Satan's stuff all over his book bag and face, and you know what I'm saying?
Anarchy symbols.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, but just listen to in the disrespect in this. So the Crown Act was meant to allow braids, locks, and twists, which the district has allowed. It said the superintendent said the law was never intended to allow unlimited student expression. So how is that unlimited? He just got a braided style. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that.
Clean,
Right, it's clean. So this is very dangerous. Okay, so Candace Matthews, a local activist close to the family, criticized Poole for his stance. This is very dangerous, and he has no business having any type of oversight over children in their educational journey, which is true. That sister is right. If that's sister, she's right. Uh, so basically, the judicial system in Texas helped them clarify the terms of the Crown Act and whether the length of the hair is a factor in the law. Any student dress or grooming policy adopted by a school district, including a student dress or grooming policy for any extracurricular activity, may not discriminate against hair texture or protective hairstyle commonly or historically associated with race. Protective hairstyle includes braids, locks, and twists. Gerald George's family filed a lawsuit, uh, that that alleging for not enforcing the state's Crown Act. So the
Yeah.
family alleges the complaint that, so basically, like I said just before, just to make it simple and short, it's just BS, man. You got a Crown Act in place. That's why it's like, oh, when you hear Biden talk about, oh, well, we gave Kamala Harris talking about, we gave you guys a Crown Act. That's supposed to be, I get, in their head, that's equivalent to reparations, which is not. We know that. But when they say that, like they really done something, okay, the law that y'all or the law that y'all push, it doesn't even do shit. So because
Yeah.
when it's time to use it, it's like it's it's thrown out. Oh, this law just to allow you Negroes to wear these hairstyles. It ain't the shit. It's it's some white nuts say so. I feel like you don't need to be wearing that style. It's too long. So they feel it's too long. So I mean, just another example of getting played by a different
Moving
set
the
of rules.
goalposts.
Yeah, moving the goal post, a different set of rules. This is nothing new. I didn't see this case going this way because when we covered back then, it seemed like, remember all the, we don't really like to get too political on the show, but a lot of the Democrats were really pushing this act, which we know that by news articles and things like that. This is not an opinion. This is, remember when we covered it, how they kept saying,
Yeah,
oh, the
because you had
Crown
the
Act.
Marshawn Lynch going on.
Right. And then even Biden was like popping out talking about something. I got the Crown Act in effect for you. And remember Kamala, she was really pushing that Crown Act. You know that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like I said, it's nothing like, it does nothing. It all comes together to be nothing.
Yeah. Symbolism.
There you go. Culmination of nothing. All right, move. Leave us your thoughts, and we'd like to know what you think. So always leave that in the comments. Hit the like and subscribe button.
If the
Keeping it
buttons
moving
fail.
right along. Our man Bill Cosby is in the news. Brother
Yeah.
Cosby and his wife,
Comedian.
and not for a good thing either. Brother Cosby has, I guess he feel like him and his wife feel like they are in danger. Um, I guess he's having a little paranoia. Reportedly, Bill Cosby is paranoid. Him and his wife may be harmed public by a fame seeker. So Bill Cosby has been staying out of the public eye, reportedly fearing he'll be killed by a fame seeker or relative of one of his sexual assault accusers. The aging comedian now reportedly fears for his wife Camille's life. Reports Cosby Representative Andrew Wyatt revealed the 86-year-old and his spouse 79 don't like being prisoners in their own home, but must limit their public interaction to protect their safety. Cosby fears, an accuser's family member could kill them. Um, what are your thoughts on that?
Man, prayers to Dr. Mrs. Cosby, man. That's drastic, but this could just be part of the mental wear and tear. And then, he ain't no spring chicken, so he can just
No.
be hearing voices type stuff.
Yeah, yeah, you know what? With him being 86, what I'm saying? I was thinking that too, what I'm saying? Not to say his fears are unwarranted, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, almost
um
definitely.
I still think he has sleight of mind. I think he still is in his mind, but like you said, as you get older, you still at 86, it might be a
You know what
couple
I'm
things you
saying?
might
He's 81 dealing with all these cases and stuff.
right.
That's a lot of mental angst and wear and tear in a short amount of time. And to be that old, recovery process might not be as swift as, you know, we would like.
Now, Bill, now just to let y'all know, if y'all out there trying to mess with Bill done got gatted up. They said Bill done purchased 2 firearms. So Bill ain't Bill. He's standing on business,
He
man.
said, Mortimer Ichabod.
Bill ain't playing with y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? It says
Pull out that
he's
Mortimer.
right. So he's been getting threats. He's been getting threatened by relatives of some of his alleged victims. These threats, I don't think they're honestly, even though this report, I don't think that's I don't necessarily think it's from the alleged victims because a lot of those alleged victims were debunked. So I think these are people who just don't like Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Because
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
the stuff,
I'm sure some people that think he got off easy.
right. So it said it led him to purchase 2 firearms. He wants, Camille to be safe. I ain't mad at Bill. Get your power tools, Bill. Wyatt
Protect
stated
your
that the
home.
couple, exactly, go and get your power tools. You need them. Wyatt stated that the couple live in a recluse life, alternating between their home in Massachusetts and the Big Apple. So he knows what kind of world we live in. His rep said, "Who knows that they do what they do to him, his wife, or his grandchildren." So yeah, Bill trying to protect himself and his family. Um,
Nothing personal, but he might want to get away from Massachusetts.
yeah, yeah, and then at his age, he wants most of the time people his age want to kind of stay in the crib anyway. They don't want to be out like that anyway. But yeah, definitely prayers to Dr. Bill Cosby, brother Bill, and his family. Hopefully they remain safe. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I mean, shit, it is a crazy world we live in, man. You don't know what people will do. But yeah, I disagree. I don't know for a fact, y'all. Let me put the best in up. I disagree. That it's just people who accusers family victim, of the victim's accusers family and shit. I don't believe that. I think it's just people who are just crazy, who got wrapped up into this, who just, and it could be the powers that be the same people who didn't want him to buy NBC. You know what I'm saying? So put my
Yeah,
tinfoil kufi on for a minute. It could be those same people
the do
and
rag
the
gang.
and the same people who put up all these accusers to come out of nowhere after 30, 40 years. Because I still be watching the old Cosby shows and I be thinking like, if he did all this, why didn't these accusers come at the height of his shit? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Excuse me, not like the height of his career. Why didn't they come at the height of his career? When he was on what better time to come out and be like, hey, he did something to me
when his
at the
career's at its zenith.
right. Why wait all this time? Like he all on TV, America's Dad, this and that, you know what I'm saying? And my mentality still like I know different people act people human nature is that react differently. We all act differently to different things or traumas. So with that being said, I just don't believe all of the victims like okay, you know what I'm saying? Like I can believe, okay, if we all react differently to traumas, I can believe some of the victims may have not come forth because they were scared. I get it, right? But at the same time, you telling me all of them were scared? All of them had the same, you know what I'm saying? That don't make sense. So you telling me all of them were scared to come forward? I don't believe that. I believe maybe it could have been a few. It still like seemed like it would be at least one or two that would come forward. Like I'm not scared of
Yeah,
this kid.
yeah. I
You
mean,
know
it
what I'm
just
saying?
it kind of feels orchestrated. Like they said, just hang on for a little while.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I never believed that when there's people who no matter what, if there's people out here who no matter what don't believe if it's a man involved, they believe he did it. You know what I'm saying? Or especially a black man. But I just believe in looking at the facts, whether it's man, woman, whatever. Facts is that you can't. I don't believe all of these victims go react the same way and say, you know what, I'm scared, I'm not going to come forward at the height of at the zenith of his career. Like you said, we're all going to sit and wait as a group 40 years later you get what I'm
Game
saying?
on the way down.
Right. So you telling me one or two of them, all these alleged victims wouldn't trickle in and be like, yo, he did this to me. Even at the zenith of his career, if they quieted this victim and they said he paid them all or settled out of court or whatever. Okay, the 90s happened. Nobody came out in the 90s. Okay, so we established the 80s, nobody came out. The 90s, nobody came out. The early 2000s, nobody came out. You see what I'm saying? It's
You know,
hella time
and most of
passing.
this stuff should have, could have happened, or time wise would have happened during the Cosby Show.
Yeah, that's what I said. The timeline is during the Cosby Show. So I don't know, man. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he's one of my favorites,
Um,
man. I don't care.
um, definitely, it gives bad name to people who are really victims of crimes like these. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who are really going through something, who really are scared. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, too many. Just a lot of the evidence just don't add up. But give
You
us
know,
your
Bill
thoughts.
Cosby got me through some tough times growing up. I ain't had
Oh
the
yeah,
easiest childhood, man.
yeah, that
But
Cosby
Bill
Show. I
Cosby
feel
was
you.
always there, and so was Michael Jackson. And now they both got mud on their names.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't like I said. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't believe he did it. Allegedly. You know, but I can understand why he would be. Fearful. But I don't think those are like, oh, these a bunch of the victims' families that want to kill him. No, I don't
No, it's the
believe.
people that get vested in that just get vested in that keyboard thing.
Yeah, I think this is all the same people who didn't want to buy NBC, the same people. You know what I'm saying? So, moving right along, man. Another interesting. Oh, we got to give a rest in peace to our brother, Dave, brother Mays
Yeah.
from Flint, Michigan. Councilman Mays has passed away at the age of 65 years old. They said, he had a heart attack. Eric Mays. Uh, he was really mostly. If you don't know who he is, he was a very vocal councilman in Flint, Michigan. And he was actually working hard for the residents of Flint, Michigan, of the black residents of Flint, Michigan. A lot of the reason, the water thing happened there is because people wasn't doing their jobs, and he's one of the people kind of put people back in shape, got on people case and stuff about that. So he did a lot for the community there. So we want to give a special salute to
Yeah.
brother Eric
Rest in
Mays.
peace, man.
You know, if y'all watch, if you pull up YouTube, put in Eric Mays, you'll see a lot of his videos, um, which are on which really are hilarious on how he was going at and treating these people, because a lot of these folks be coming at us crazy. So it's good to see somebody stand up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And
yeah, he wasn't taking nothing off nobody,
no, he
was
wasn't. No, brother Eric Mays, he wasn't taking no stuff from nobody. So it didn't matter. But he was always about fighting for the people, standing up for the people of Flint. So
he?
salute
Yeah.
to that brother there.
One of the good ones.
Yeah. Interesting story in the news, man. Your boy is back in the news. Clarence Thomas.
He said segue from a great politician.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah. Go for it. Yeah, we went from a great politician
that
to
was a nice segue though. You bodied that one.
yeah. Your boy is back in the news. Clarence Thomas is hired. He's just hired the woman basically who had the text that said she hates black people. So the woman you see on the side, he Clarence Thomas hires "I hate black people" lawyer who was investigated over racist text. Uh, so Crystal Clayton, the attorney whose text declaring "I hate black people" sparked an investigation into two judges' hiring practices, will begin working next term as a law clerk for Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, who was black. United States Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas has named Crystal Clanton as a judicial clerk for the 24-25 term. The appointment is not particularly surprising, as Thomas has long been a supporter of Clanton's conservative judicial efforts, as the New York Times reported. Thomas supported Clanton's efforts early in her career to get a federal clerkship, including writing a letter of support conveying that he would consider her for a Supreme Court clerkship. So I get, this doesn't surprise me that he's supporting somebody who's racist as hell.
I know I ain't gonna say nothing irresponsible.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, he's supporting Clarence Thomas. I mean, it's not a surprise. Clarence Thomas is, on the coon side of the game. We
Uncle
all,
Ruckus gang.
yeah, he used to be, a Black Panther, or not a Black Panther, or something like that back in
He
the
used to be
day.
affiliated with the Black
Right,
Panthers,
back in the day, and then now he's just King Coon. Um,
but
so
he
he
ain't never been no Panther.
so he goes out and hires a lawyer who got in trouble for putting out a text that says, "I hate black people." So he couldn't hire a sister or a brother for that clerkship position that probably deserved it or needed it. Instead, he goes out and let me give her a second chance. You know what I'm saying? I support her. He wrote her a commendation letter. Damn near sounds like, what I'm saying, a letter of commendation and everything. So he recommendations. So it's like, I mean, like I said, this don't really surprise me from Clarence Thomas, but it kind of surprises me. It's like, damn, brother,
I
he
mean,
just go,
it's not any less shocking, but it definitely tracks with his history.
yeah, pretty much. So her text, let me give her full text here. Her text said, I hate black people, like F them all. I hate blacks. End of story. Let me go ahead and hire her. She sounds like a great candidate for my black ass to work for me. So some people might say, well, maybe he doing it as as a flex owner, like you got to work for me. Since you hate black people so much, you got to work for one now. I don't see it like that. I see it as he giving her a hand up. Let me throw a let me give you a hand. Let me give you a hand. Let me throw a
There's a young lady with some moxie.
there you go. You throw your life preserver. Let me save you. They fired you. I hire you.
Is that because I could have saved it?
I want to be. You want to be saved. So now the letter also said the clerk in question would exchange racist remarks regularly with coworkers, including anti-Muslim jokes, including a bacon a day keeps the Islams away. Damn. The behaviors in question was to have occurred when Clayton was 20 years old. What kind of sandwich is that, brother?
What you got on that sandwich?
What you got on that sandwich, brother?
Dang.
Give me a piece of that motherfucker, man. What kind of meat is that on? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, sounds like a great candidate he hired. You know what's crazy? Like, candidates and people like this get multiple chances in the world. You know what I'm saying? No matter how despicable or how racist they may be sometimes, they get multiple chances because they say, oh, well, people can change. You know, but it's like when you're a brother or a sister, you do one thing, like God forbid I just wear my hair in some locks and twist them up in a protective style and get a little fade on the side, a little line up in the front, and go to school. Then I'm suspended. But kid gets suspended. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Absolute, you ain't even gotta say suspected. Absolute racist.
Yeah,
Text tell you.
WS.
I mean, she's a straight WS. You know what I'm saying? And she gets a job. She still gets to continue in her career of working in the judicial system. Listen to that. Now that's the main thing. She's a racist working in the judicial system.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, not that we don't look, not that we don't have them. It's just the fact that she's an outspoken one, and she still gets to, you know what I'm saying? Like I
He was
could be
harkening back to the Thomas Jefferson day.
right. I could be an outspoken racist and still get to move in the judicial system to help lock these black ass people up. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Clarence, you ain't never getting invited to the cookout again, bro. You like if he pull up at the cookout, everybody the little cousin start shooting at his ass, man.
He's like, she looked like she made the good potato salad with the raisins.
Soon as Clarence pull up, hey, I'm invited. Pop, 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 pop. Oh,
oh
yeah.
no.
They wouldn't even let him pull in the driveway. We wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like damn, Clarence, really?
You gonna have to come out with a gun with some hundreds in it.
But yeah, that's the scariest part though, that she's a known WS working in the judicial system and outspoken.
Yeah.
And she gets and think about it. That's how she got fired from the gig before because of that. Now she gets right back in the saddle like
Landing on her feet in the game.
and then to make it look bad because they it was all this is all strategic. That's why they got him to do it. You know what I'm saying? So like, look, not only she's back, she's working for Clarence Thomas. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
leave your thoughts and comments. Please let us know what you think about that situation. Heavy situation, y'all. I mean, there's a lot of, like I said, there's already, of course, racists working in the judicial system. We just don't know who a lot of them are, but you can tell who they are by their actions. But this one, she, like I said, she just blatant with the shit.
Yeah,
But
brazen. Mhm.
man, moving right along. Check this out: Chicago, Chi-Town. Man, I don't know if you heard this. It was another topic I saw today going on in Chicago. There's a white cop who's suing the city of Chicago, suing the department to change its race. So, a white cop, a veteran cop who says he doesn't identify as Caucasian, wants to change his racial designation in his personal file from white to one he believes is more appropriate, even taking a genetic test to bolster his contentious, but claims the department won't let him. Now, listen to this. That's according to the $1 million civil lawsuit filed by Officer Mohammed Youssef, who joined the Chicago the CPD in 2004, and he was compelled to identify as Caucasian despite not identifying as white. So he's compelled to identify as Caucasian, but despite not identifying as white, he don't want to be known as white. Now, Youssef, who is Egyptian descent and currently identifies as Egyptian and African American. Now, listen to that. Now listen to this. More than likely, he's from North Africa, so he's an Arab. So he's, of course, he can say he's an African American. That's another reason why we don't use that term no more. We say foundational Black American, because remember what we said. He is from Africa and he is an American, so he's African American. You know what I'm saying?
Him and Elon Musk.
Right. That's why we can't use that term no more. We got to go with foundational Black American. Now he also identifies as Egyptian. Now listen to this. He wants a federal judge to make the CPD update his records to accurately reflect his race as North African. Now that's where he's wrong. There's no race called North African.
I know.
That's your nationality. See, a
Yeah.
lot of people still don't know the difference between race, nationality, and ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? And it's really simple, but people make it so complex. So he wants them, and he gonna lose this. I guarantee he better not win. If he wins this, then I know something is up. But he wants to accurately reflect his race as North African. Now, there's no such thing as a North African race.
I know it's either sub-Saharan or South African.
I mean, but when we go on race, we go on black, white. You know what I'm saying? It breaks down to
Mhm.
black. So basically, yeah, he is a white man.
Yeah, technically, the last census I saw, he would be white, non-Hispanic.
There you go. He's white, non-Hispanic. There you go. So while other CPD officers can correct their gender to match their gender identity, other officers like Yusuf are barred from obtaining accurate racial designations matching their racial identity. See, so now this is what we going into. Maybe we talked about this before. So now, see, I knew that gender thing. I knew that shit was gonna open up. People was going to just like Rachel Dolezal. We was talking about her last time. Who I'm transracial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm transracial. So he's trying to use the angle of, hey, other cops get to change their identity, you know what I'm saying? Even though they're a man, they can say they're a woman. So why can't
That's
I?
not exactly a precedent though, because they didn't let her do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's saying, why can't I change my racial identity? And you know what I'm saying? So I mean, dudes, he don't have a case, man, because that don't even make sense. You are a white man. You just non-Hispanic white. Um, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing like that. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's your race. You're not, there's no race called North African. There's no race called Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? Because like we said, anybody could be Egyptians. The real Egyptians, the ancient were from ancient Kush, were black folks. But you know, if you go to Egypt now, you're gonna see nothing but Arab people of Arab descent. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like it's a nationality. You know what I'm saying? It's just a nationality. So Yusuf's attorney, she said in the lawsuit, she describes this as the first of its kind, as a referendum of sorts on identities changing in fluid nature. Listen to that. Identities changing in fluid nature. She said, I think the city of Chicago was on the right track when they allowed people to change their gender identity and allowed them to identify as the proper gender. But when it comes to race, it's very arbitrary. Listen to that. The CPD stands that racial identity is immutable, contradicts contemporary understandings of race as a fluid and complex social construct. This outdated viewpoint fails to recognize the dynamic nature of racial identity and tangible. So yeah, so they trying to push that transracial shit, dog. Um,
Yeah, that's a
you know what I'm
slippery
saying?
slope.
Yeah. They To that end, it claims because of CPD's incorrect racial designation of Yusuf as Caucasian, he has been passed over the merit system promotion to sergeant. So that's what it is. See, that's his angle. He ain't worried about being called no damn, he ain't mad about being called Caucasian. He mad because he feel like he getting passed over. He feels like he's not ethnic enough to get the merit system promotion to sergeant. So he's trying to use some kind of, well, like he trying to make it seem like there's some kind of affirmative action in that.
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
know what
going
I'm
to
saying?
say. Yeah.
And he's not getting no benefits of it. Well, I'm ethnic. You know what I'm saying? I'm Egyptian. I'm African American. And it must be something for black folks in the department. And he feel like, oh, well, why am I getting passed over? So yeah, that's what his angle is. He ain't really mad about being designated as Caucasian. This has something to do with him wanting to get a promotion to sergeant.
Yeah, tough break ninja.
Right. So it said now, let me see what he said. Um, According to Basil, who provided the Daily Beast with a list of 9 designations in use today: Black or African American, Hispanic or Latino, White, American Indian or Alaska Native, Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander, 2 or more races, and I choose not to disclose. I mean, that really much covers it right there. You got to be one of those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you say, non-Hispanic, white. Um,
yeah. Either Polynesian, Asian, Hispanic, black, or white, and
right.
then
I
you
mean,
can be white and be Hispanic or not.
yeah, he just trying to get a bag out of this shit. That's all he trying to do. He trying to get. He's mad. You know what it is? He mad because he been passed over promotions because he ain't a good cop. Probably not that good of a damn cop. So his ass getting passed up for promotion. So now, with them eliminating a lot of affirmative action shit. So he like, well, damn, how else can I get the promotion? So let me say I'm
I
not
know the playing field
change.
level
Right,
ain't that
change
great.
my files. I'm not white. Change it to North African. Then now I'll get the promotion. Get your ass out of here.
That's why I
Um,
said he North Texan.
right, right, man. Leave your thoughts and comments below. What you think? He's just trying to do a little trick bag there, or do y'all
Yeah,
think,
little
yeah,
baggage
yeah, or do y'all think he's accurate? Like I said, ethnicity, race, and nationality are the 3 things that always get people confused. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Um, like I mean, you can catch people up on those 3 things all day. A lot of people really don't know the difference between the 3. Just like we say we're foundational Black Americans, and then a lot of times people say, well, y'all African, you still African. Yeah, that's racially, yes. Racially, yes, we all, what I'm saying, we have African DNA in us racially, right? But
Mhm.
ethnically, I'm not African. You know what I'm saying? Nor do I don't know the customs. I don't, ethnically, I'm a foundational Black American. You know what I'm saying? Nationality wise, I'm an American.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just basically an easy way to break that down. You know what I'm saying? So um that doesn't mean that, we, like you say, people think, oh man, y'all just, hey, y'all just trying to say y'all ain't African. No, we got African DNA. Everybody got African DNA in racially. You know what I'm saying? But ethnically, it's a different ball game, and nationality is a different ball game. So just keep that in mind. But moving right along, y'all. Hey, your man, another interesting story for people out there who like the HBCUs. Um, Now, this is interesting coming out of Mississippi. Mississippi is their state legislation is proposing a law to shut down 3 of their HBCUs for like really no reason that I read in the article at all. So there's a new bill that could cause 3 Mississippi HBCUs to close. That's going to
Oh,
be
Jackson State.
Jackson State, Alcorn State, and Mississippi Valley State.
That's all of
So
them, ain't it, in
yeah,
Mississippi?
they no. They got. I think they got some more. I think Russ College is one. Is in Mississippi. I want to say Russ College. I want to say that's in Mississippi too.
Where's
I
Grambling?
could be wrong. Grambling, that's in Louisiana.
Oh.
Yeah, Russ College is in Holly Springs, Mississippi. So it's still some HBCUs. Rust is really small, historically back school. I was actually thinking about going there, and then I said, "Damn, I don't want to go that deep south." When I was going to school, so I said, "Yeah, I go to Jackson if I got to go there." But yeah, man, they got a new bill introduced in the Mississippi state legislation that may lead to the closure of 3 state universities by 2028. The Senate Bill 2726 requires state institutions of higher learning to shut down these schools by June 28th. Now, like I said, as I read the article, they never really said why they were shutting them down. One of the part of the things, it did say this, though: if the bill passes, the state institutions of higher learning board trustees, I guess this is the reasons, they must factor in enrollment data, degrees offered, economic impact, and other roles the institution serves the state and its citizens, like providing medical, agriculture, or engineering services to decide on closures. So yeah, it really never got into the gist of why they even getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they're talking about shutting these schools down by now. Each school has a different, I guess, close date. For Alcorn State, it said it could be June 30th of 2028. Jackson State, June 30th of 20. Oh, actually, all of them. I'm sorry, all of them got June 30th of 2028 as close dates.
Mm.
So I don't know how this is gonna go. We'll keep our eyes on the story. Y'all keep your eyes on the story too, because that kind of shocked me. I was like, damn. Because actually, right now, the cast of A Different World has signed on to do a HBCU tour, a 10 to 12 city tour. I guess to promote HBCUs, because when A Different World was on, they said that was like the
Yeah.
biggest flood, or it was a lot of people going to black colleges because they growing up watching A Different World and the Cosby Show and what have you. So they got pretty much the whole cast is signed on. The original cast is signed back on to do this and go out there and promote. I know Jasmine Guy is on it. I know Dwayne Wade.
Don Lewis and
Kadeem. Yeah, Kadeem, Hardison, all that. My man, his Daryl Bell. He signed on. So pretty much everybody's with it. So yeah, that would be shocked to me if those schools. I mean, it kind of would be shocking, but at the same time, not shocking, because remember, those schools lack a lot of funding. In the end, that it was a report that came out that over the last 30 years, these 3 schools have they have basically gotten, I guess you could say, left out of getting over $250 million over the last 20 to 30 years. That's a significant amount of money, you know what I'm saying?
That explains a lot for the conditions that people talk about at Jackson State.
Yeah, the state funding. So there was a story that came out that said the state funding, that these schools were left out, so they had basically got screwed out of $257 million over the last 20, 30 years. So
yeah, it was all going to Brett Favre daughter.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brett Favre, your boy Brett Favre ass, about some donation. Yeah, Brett Favre ass. Shoot, So yeah, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with it. Keep your eyes on it. If you got kids to go to school there, I don't know, you might have to put in that transfer game if they ain't graduating before 2028. they class of 2029.
You get them in the portal.
Hell yeah, get their ass in the portal up out of there, straight up, But moving right along, y'all. Moving right along. Oh, another interesting story. Your boy, let's bounce to New York. We was down south. We're gonna bounce to New York. What up, New York? We got your boy Eric Adams in the news, the mayor. People was on his bumper about setting up them illegal migrant condo luxury. Now he was about to put their ass in luxury condos. So the people in New York got on his bumper about that. So now they scrapped the whole plan. And he's he's reportedly gonna be using the space to give it to the homeless of New York, the people who actually from New York, you know what I'm saying? So, and not the migrants. I ain't trying to, but
let them sleep there.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a disgrace, man. So how you putting illegal migrants in luxury condos, man? There's people in New York who've been there, grew up there, or whatever. And they,
newspaper draws.
Right, black folks who've been there, foundation black folks can't get nothing there, and then you just, what I'm saying, you giving them. It's crazy. So New York City Mayor Eric Adams reversed the plan to house migrants at an abandoned luxury condominium complex in Harlem after significant community backlash. The 35-story building had been slated quietly to become a homeless shelter, but residents discovered bed frames being moved in. At a packed resident meeting, Adams said migrants and asylum seekers would not be housed there. So the people got on his bumper and said, he said they ain't gonna be housed there. Instead, the site will provide transitional housing for New York families experiencing homelessness. He said, I told the team, found out what's going on here. We're not moving folks into a brand new building when you have long-term needs in the community. So what are your thoughts on that, man?
Well, man, at least the brother can read the room. A lot of people stand on that hill and die on it,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, at least it shows his willingness to pivot.
Because, they make it seem like anytime you reverse something, that's kind of a political death.
Yeah.
So
sometimes he's just doing the right thing,
Yeah. I mean, as he should. I mean, because man, it's probably how many homeless black folks in New York and can't find.
Yeah, I think that'll harm his legacy more than just pivoting.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I mean, that's a good move. I mean, even if you don't get voted back in, I mean, you at least you kind of
you said by the costume.
Put it away. He might be able to walk to the bodega and not get knocked upside the head and shit. You know what I'm saying? He can walk down. Look, he can walk down the Harlem streets with his. If he don't get reelected, he can walk with his head up.
Yeah, you can still go get him a chopped cheese.
They be like, man, you was almost on that bullshit, but I see you pull back. I see you pull back, boy. All right. Like they still go give him a kind of side eye. But he might not get the 2-piece action. He probably can go to the store, get a soda, and come up out. You know what I'm saying? Get a pop. Let me go ahead and get a pop real quick. Everybody look at him sideways like, yeah, he was kind of funny style. Look,
you almost went there.
We'll let you breathe though. You know what I'm saying? So
we'll stall him out.
Yeah, stall him out. Yeah, man. But I think that's a good move. A lot of cities experiencing this, man. Especially Chicago, man. They kicked the. They kicked. Remember, we covered the story where they kicked the boys. Remember the football team? They killed their football team where they practiced at. They had a whole athletics complex, right? And then they took it away from the community and gave it to illegal migrants. You know what I'm saying? So whoever in Chicago, the mayor, what's his name, Brandon, whatever. He didn't, you probably need to take notes from Eric Adams and, grow you a couple at least, man. I mean, have some damn pride. God damn.
I mean, shit. On my watch.
I'm not an Eric Adams fan. He do be doing some, some, off-code ass shit. But, I mean, at least you kind of redeem yourself somewhat. I mean, damn. Like.
Yeah, he probably still ain't going to get another term, but he did something.
Stand on something, nigga. Damn.
Bending something.
Brandon just bending the fuck over. Shit. In Chicago. Whatever they bring to him, he bend over. Brandon, we're gonna do this. Okay, let me pull my pants down.
Let me pull it to the side.
Hell yeah, let me pull this aside real quick. You want that too? Okay, okay.
Please forgive me.
We want to, Brandon. We want to build a whole transgender zoo. Okay, hold on. Let me get my coat and my pants down. Let me get my pants all the way off. Look, I'm gonna pull my pants all the way off of this one. Let me get the Vaseline.
You
Y'all
said
can do
full
it.
access.
Y'all can do it. We want to make. We want to. We want illegals. Remember, he was even okay in them illegals being police. We want the illegals to be police. Okay, hold on. Let me get ready. Let me get my legs in the air. I don't want you to. Let me hold my sack, so I don't want you to have to. You know.
Oh,
I want you
let
to
me
have
get
easy
rubber
access.
band.
I want you to have easy access through here.
He said, let me get a rubber band.
Like, damn, man, you don't put up no fight. You just,
Capitulation.
for no fight. Yeah, you put up no fight. I mean, you just like grab the Vaseline and leave your 200 on the table. Shit. Oh. Moving right along. Moving right along. Man, your boy was in the news, man, he's talking big shit, man. Your boy Trump was in the news. He got the new shoes, he got the new kicks, y'all see on screen. He basically said that black people identify with him because since we used to having criminal records getting discriminated against, that's why we love him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm paraphrasing. And he also thinks, hey, look, I'm gonna push my shoes out there. Hey, look, buy my shoes. He's gonna push his shoes out there because
he said, I feel you. I've just been systematically oppressed.
They think I'm being discriminated against. He was rolling. Remember, he was rolling.
That's bad form, Don.
He was rolling, man. He said they think I'm being discriminated against. So Trump claims Black Americans relate to his criminal prosecution. Former President Donald Trump was speaking of President Joe Biden's worst nightmare while counting Black conservatives. Trump coming through. I'm sorry, y'all. We did that. Trump spent the night using racial charged sentiments by suggesting he has strengthened his appeal to Black Americans by claiming they relate to his multiple criminal indictments. So right there, hey, I relate to you. Y'all some criminal ass people. Y'all relate to me. So this is just another example. He's trying to say he relates to us through criminality. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So
I
know what it's like. Wonder Woman shoes.
Hell yeah, he got some Wonder Woman shoes. So he said, I got indicted a second time. So he said, I got locked up too. I got indicted a second time, a fourth time. See, the thing about him, when he was getting indicted, he wasn't doing no time. He was hopping his ass right back on the plane. Hey, remember like I said, he said he go there and take a picture, and he jumped right back on the plane. So he wasn't really doing no time. He, this the same dude, still connected to the Central Park 5, and everything like that back in the day. So you still gotta watch Trump. Trump say some stuff that be, you be like, okay, that is some true shit, but you still have to know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So this don't surprise me. So also there was I think they was discussing on Fox about his shoes, why he was putting his shoes out. And then, one of the anchors on Fox was saying that, Black people, they love shoes so much. They love shoes, especially in the inner city. They'll drop $400 on a pair of shoes, just saying all kind of negative, stereotypical stuff, that people say about us. So now the funny part is they talk about how much we love shoes, but every time you go on YouTube and see somebody talking about shoes, it's a little white boy. Or it's a little, right, or it's a little Asian, the ones that's making the money and stuff. They talking about, oh, y'all love shoes so much. Well, we ain't the ones making the money off of it. Because what's that, StockX? I don't think that's a Black-owned company. But you know what I'm saying? So, or what's the other one? The Complex. Even on the little every time they go to Complex, they don't only Black people be on there is the little artist, but the person hosting it, so. That's just a stereotype because I I know it. You know, I know somebody. I know a guy who he ain't black, a white dude now. He got all the damn kicks, all the Jordans you want. You need the
Mm-hmm.
Jordan 9s. You need the Jordan 8s. I got those. You know what I'm
What size
saying?
you
So
wear?
exactly. So all that we just spent our money on $400 gym shoes and
He
Kelly
said
jumpers.
Kanye could do it. I'm gonna take a page out of his book.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He said, what you say? He said, Kanye do. I'm gonna take a page out of his.
Hey, he
I
said
mean, I ain't. Hey,
he called me his white daddy.
I look. I ain't mad at him for trying to put some shoes out. That's just trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's just trying to
Hey, the
sell your.
motherfucker's worse than the Lonzo balls.
The motherfuckers look like hell yeah. The big baller brands. Hell yeah. And I mean, they just gold. He got some gold shoes.
Yeah, some gold Dorothy's.
That nigga got some gold. Who will walk around with some gold ass, bright gold Trump shoes?
But then he got that T on the bottom that looked like the Teen Titans headquarters.
Don't he got some little spikes on the side with American flag?
Mercury wings.
He got some like, he got some Aldo shoes and shit.
That's what I was thinking.
He got spikes on the side.
He said the gold Deborah Aldo.
Hell yeah, the gold Deborah Aldo. Hell no. Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, you know what? See, the reason why a lot of black folks was like, you know what I'm saying, kind of identifying with him because he was talking some good stuff. Now, see, the thing is, you notice he ain't talking about nothing tangible right now. You know what I'm saying? So and that's the case with both candidates. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of them talk about nothing tangible for us. So once again, you know, my vote is gonna be for the couch. My vote will be on the couch on election day if nobody ain't talking about nothing tangible for black people as far as reparations or even a domestic aid plan for us. You know what I'm saying? So just like they give to the Ukrainians, just like they give, to all these other people overseas, shit, they can just, say domestic aid plan too, so
Yeah.
for Black Americans. But so basically he's just coming with the antics, just like, Joe Biden. Joe Biden, starting to pop up at every church and on demand now. Every black church, you see him pop up. And he had church. He had church's chicken. That motherfucker is everywhere. He trying to be everywhere. They both be so stereotypical about it. Like if you told me Joe Biden was out there in front of church's chicken signing it, I would believe.
I still don't think nobody can top Hillary in that bottle of hot sauce that she pulled out on Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, I remember that she pulled out the bottle of hot sauce. No, Kamala kind of went up there. Remember she was dancing at the little barbecue
Oh
thing they
no, she
had.
lost me when she said her favorite rapper alive was Tupac.
Tupac.
She lost all her credibility.
So we used to listen to Tupac and Biggie in college.
Yeah, then she had them Timberlands on.
Right. So they're gonna blacken it up for the next 6 months till the election. Then once the election go, you ain't gonna see them again. You ain't gonna hear
the Mr. Show shall begin.
Yep. You ain't gonna hear from. It gonna be cool. You ain't gonna see nothing from them. Well, we're gonna move on right along, man. Keep it moving, man. Brother Cam was in the news. Man, brother Cam, he always be in the news for some stuff, and you know what? I was feeling like that last time because remember them little kids always be talking shit to his ass. You know what I'm saying? Remember the videos before that? Like every time he have a camp, it be they always get little kid. They always get some little kid that's combative with Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen this, I'm like, oh, it's finally led to a fight. You know what I'm saying? Because what? Mm-hmm.
Man, but these little kids though, man, like 16-year-olds. I mean, it's the parents, man.
Yeah, we live in an era where nobody respects elders, man. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. Nobody raises their kids to respect elders anymore.
16 or 17, I'd have got a whooping when I got home.
Because what happened is, there have been cases where people, kids have been, basically with all the trauma that's been coming out from people over the years, to saying, "Hey, this happened to me when I was a kid. That happened to me when I was a kid." I think this is part of it, not all of it. I think that has caused other people to say, "Well, if you around an adult and it ain't me, you don't got to do what they say." You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they're protecting their child. You know what I'm saying? From maybe somebody doing something to them. On another flip side, a lot of that just could be hood ratism or niggerism, hoodism, you know what I'm saying? Of, people who live their life a certain way, who basically people who don't play by the rules, living their life the way that they do. So their kids
Man,
watch that and
we talk
emulate.
about children that are school age that's on a football team. They know how to listen.
Well, I mean, it
They
just
should
depends.
know how to listen,
Well,
man.
they know how to listen. I mean, no, I ain't gonna say they know how to listen because shit, they probably don't listen to their own damn parents.
That's the problem. The parents,
Yeah,
grandparents.
they don't listen to their own parents or have respect for them. That's why you get honestly, that's why you have a lot of child
No,
killings
but
nowadays. I
these
think.
kids now that's like between 15 and 20 are really the first kids who didn't get that tail beat when they messed up growing up.
Yeah, yep, that's true. Yeah, they outlaw made it illegal.
Yep.
So now you got, but like I said, so they don't have it's kids now. They don't have a lot of respect for. They feel that they on the same level as grown folks because I feel that. I mean, I think it's a lot. It's. I don't think it's just. Of course, you probably think like me. It's not just one factor. It's many factors that
Yeah,
contribute to it.
but
Um,
just the lack of consequence to not acting right is what they're missing, I think. You
I
know,
think it's.
like because when I was 15, 16, I used to cover band, but when I got to a certain point to where I knew if I kept on I was gonna get that call home, I tightened up because I could feel my butt start heating up when I
Yeah.
got home because I was gonna get stung.
But what did you say? You said it's a lack of. Go back to what you said. You
A
feel it's a
lack
lot.
of consequence for
See,
cutting
I
up.
think it's a lack of consequence, but also a lack, not a lack of, or overabundance of access. You know what I'm saying? So a lack of consequence with an overabundance of access, meaning kids feel that they're on an adult level now. Remember, we couldn't even be around a grown folks conversation. Me and you came up at a time when like grown folks was talking, you had to leave the room. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, put it this way, I can probably go into any household in America and talk to the kids and be like, I could probably tell the kid probably could tell me all their parents' business. Like,
Yeah.
oh, what your mom be doing this? Oh, she be doing that. And then kids have a lot of access online and with the phones. You know what I'm saying? So if a kid, think about this. I got a phone, I got an iPhone damn 20, and I'm 8 years old, and my parent has an iPhone 20, and he such and such years old, such and such years old. I think I'm on the
Hmm.
same level as my parent. You get what I'm saying? Because shit, he ain't got nothing I ain't got. I got an iPhone and my dad got. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's even though it seems minor and people might think, well, kids probably don't think like that. They do. Like, think about like the thing is like when I was a kid, you know how you want something, and then like, okay, let's say my dad has this, or my dad had, put it this way, let's say old school, my dad had a cell phone back then. Cell phones was like big bricks, and they cost a lot. Hey, Dad, I want a cell phone too. Boy, you ain't getting no damn cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Like it was something I would like, in my head. Okay, as when I get to an adult level, then I'll get one. Now, kids at 8 and 5 years old want an iPhone 15, the same one you got. They don't want the knockoff. They don't want the burner from Family Dollar. They want the same
They
shit.
don't want the entry level at
That's what I'm
PCS.
saying. So we as parents have put kids on the same level as us. So why would they respect you if they feel you on the same level? You know what I'm saying? There's no difference between this. You got a 15, Dad. You 48. I got a 15, and I'm 8. You ain't no better than me. You get what I'm saying? Also, it's what you said too. Then there's no consequence. So not only am I getting no consequence, and I get all some of the adult benefits, the same shit you doing. You get what I'm saying? To a certain degree, then there be, breeds a level of, I got my chest out early. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sticking my chest out. I can do this, do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But honestly, man, with some kids, I mean, I know the coaches can't get all up close enough in the kids' face to like get spit spray on them and stuff and be in them kids' tail. But I still think that, that they're not getting that capital punishment. I think that's the biggest
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Because Cam could have easily spread their nose across their face. Now, I mean, it probably would have cost him more, but he had the right to at that point because they wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Kids get charged as adults for less.
Right. He did the right thing. He was just trying. Yeah, you could tell he wasn't really trying to do them up like that. He took a couple. You know what I'm saying? They didn't look like they phased him too much.
Oh man, his hat didn't even come off.
You know what I'm saying? Right, his hat didn't even.
Hey, but all seriousness aside, look at the ref eyes in that middle picture.
Yeah, he looked like he looking at Cam ass. I don't know.
Yeah, look at Cam. You got them yams.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that ref. I don't know about that ref. That ref might be funny style. I don't know. He sure is looking though. I ain't
lost his job.
I'm gonna get Cam my number after this. What he looking like? Yeah, you gotta watch him.
Yeah, he looking at Cam like his leg shaved or something.
Hell yeah, funny style. Yeah,
I'm just joking.
But yeah, man. Another thing is, I just don't like that look of them doing that, them kids doing that because, you got a brother trying to help out the community and do things, and then it's kind of like one of them. This the things I get. You know what I'm saying? Y'all jumping me and stuff. I put this together, but I heard the reason they had to fight was because Cam's team won, and I guess the other team who didn't win was heated about it or mad about it. I mean, damn, man. They don't even know how to lose, man. You got to be a gracious loser. Hey, accept it. Hey, we lost. Hey, shake their hands. Be mad about it. And see them next year. You know what I'm saying?
Serious question. Let's just say your son when he played football. Mm-hmm. Let's say he's 16, sophomore 15, sophomore 16, junior in high school. How would you deal with them after you heard that they tried to jump on Cam? How would you handle that when they got home? I'm talking about in the way the situation was back when they was 16.
Like if they was in this situation?
Yeah, but I ain't talking about with today's rules. I'm talking about the rules back then.
Oh, like if I knew they actually put their hands on?
Yeah, like if one of them boys that's in this freeze frame.
Oh yeah.
Right there with the one with the back to us.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they'll be getting a 2-piece of the biscuit. Like that's you don't disrespect no adult, and they'd have to go apologize face to face to them. After I got a hold of them, then you'd be going back over there.
I wouldn't 2-piece it. I would do it like the old dramatic back in the day. Go ahead, go and pull your clothes off. Go wait on.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they got home, they had that 2-piece. They go definitely get some, old school punishment
I'm
when
they get
home.
My finest strap. Let me tell
I would have them. I would want them after that old school punishment. I had them write a letter to him.
Oh and then, write a letter,
deliver it to him. Yep, and then go apologize face to face. Like, hey, you jumped on me. Go and then. If Cam got some, what I'm saying, some hey, he got some chores and stuff they could do, what I'm saying? We'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. You're gonna be put to work, what I'm saying? Or if you're gonna work on the football, you'll work for free for the summer for him, volunteer. What I'm saying? You definitely, but initially you gonna get them hands put on you, like you don't put your hands on no adult, what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. My two sons, they straddled that line. Michael was old enough to get it to where he was old enough to remember and be formed by the fear of consequence.
Right.
Where Miles got some whoopings, but he really don't remember but one. So I basically got to go deeper with Miles to teach him lessons and examples of stuff that I've been whooped for, just to
Hmm.
showing the difference of how things are now and the way things really should be,
Right.
or
That's
at least
good.
were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to sound like no dinosaur, but I honestly feel like we the way the world has changed is really doing our children a disservice.
It really is. It really is because, and not in an abusive way, but I do feel in a
Oh yeah.
parent. I
I
do
mean,
feel like in a parental way that uh, like as the Bible say, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. You know
yeah.
what I'm
So,
saying?
so
That
you have to find a new way, a new kind of ride, but
right,
you still don't want to get your kids in the way to where like they're cool with being in timeout or whatever, however you do it, because that can be tied to be willing to accept the incarceration. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
all woven in so sickly, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people say, well, you could consequence them by taking something away from them. My thing is this: I don't want to. They shouldn't have it to begin with. That's I'm like. See, I'm talking some real old school. Without, I'm not even talking about whooping. I'm talking about old school. Like if I was back, if, of course, my boys in their 20s, early 20s now. If I had to go back then now, they friends would think they was aliens because they wouldn't have an iPhone and none of that shit. They would be, what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Not that I wouldn't
I'm
let
gonna
them
be
get on the
honest.
internet. Like when they get home, they get on the computer on the internet. But I'm saying like if they had a phone or for me to contact them, it would be like a real like a Family Dollar burner plastic.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
like
can
a
only
$50 joint
I
that
can only dial out. I can only dial to my parents type phone. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
the kind that sit on the shelf in the stores, like the entry level,
um,
the one S. But for real, my sons couldn't even play Grand Theft till they was 13. So I was still old school as far as I can take it. But you just
see,
you can't get a kids everything at once. That's like giving them cheat codes.
yeah,
Why?
that's true. And also you got to remember, see, people with social media, you got to remember, bad kids got social media too. So think about this: when all the bad kids together, like how you could look up how to fool my parents and make them think I'm blah blah. You know what I'm saying? There's all it's like like how
Yeah,
they say, like how they say when people go to prison make people worse because when you go there now learning all this other shit, criminality.
institutionalized.
Right,
Yeah,
you learning all this other criminality from other people that you didn't know, so now you've exposed more, so that could make things work. And that's how I feel about the social media internet. It's like even if your kid a good kid and they on the internet doing positive things, whatever, there's still that where somebody could,
that element,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly, or they see something like, damn, well my parents told
Or
me,
they hear about it in school, and
and
then
there you go from their
curiosity might
peers,
get them
yeah.
one day.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, they hear about it from their peers, or they say, "Oh, my parents do, let me do this. I don't have to, blah blah blah." I remember back in the day, man. The kids, like, I used to know kids like that, cats like that, and they'd be like, "Man, my parents just let me do any motherfucking thing," and I used to be like, "Damn, that's cool." I used to think that was so cool. But a lot of them people I knew like that, they either ain't here with us or they locked.
Hey man, but
and they
I'm gonna be
they
honest
was
with
able to run wild, and that shit got them in trouble. You know what I'm saying? It didn't provide for a good foundation base, for them to live their
you. Hey, I'm gonna
lives.
be honest with you though, because on the nightcap, Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco had talked about it, and it's like a 20-minute conversation. And I watched it and I shared it in the group chat with my wife and Miles, just so he
Mhm.
can hear, like, from an older perspective of what's happening to what they think is happening with them kids. I think
Yeah,
it's just provide examples, since you can't really put the lightning to them like you used to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to be careful, very tactful with that.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be it for us this week, y'all. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. We definitely appreciate you.
Hit the
Any
button,
show,
Sam.
oh yeah, any show ideas that you have, you definitely can go ahead and email us at the Email address below, the weekend high podcast at gmail.com. We'll get back to you as
Salute.
soon as we can. But other than that, we're gonna see you on the flip side. Maybe the B side. Might do a B side. If not, we'll see you again coming soon. Make sure you have a good rest of your day. And we get back at you. This is your man KZL and your man Big Swag. We
Let's
out.
get it. Thanks a lot, y'all.